It can be hairy to get clients, get leads, sell homes, get paid, and do it well, while keeping your sanity, while running a household. Some of you homeschooling, some of you with kids at home, like our kids. School starts next Monday, next Tuesday. No school, it's all online. Plus, I think like Tuesday or Wednesday is a day off, no school at all. So it's a challenge to run a business, do the things you need to do. Help clients who are freaking out already as it is. Moving is tough and stressful. And on top of it, you put the situation on with the virus and the overall climate in the US, kind of tense right now. You feel that? How do you stay sane? How do you generate business? How do you support your family? How do you feed your family? How do you run it without going crazy or going broke? That's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to address a specific problem, specific issue that just came in that I wanted to show you. And this is from Becky. Becky writes, my friend of 30 years texted me saying, I sold my home in 3 days. I know you will be happy for me. I am not. I feel betrayed. She's been asking me for CMI and advice. I consider her like a sister, and I'm very close to every member of her family, and I have been a true friend. Even when she's done me wrong in the past, I let it go. I turned the other cheek. She has the nerve to tell me that I didn't really know her neighborhood. Bam. That's tough, right? Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever lost a deal like that? Lost a chance to help somebody, lost a chance to list a home or sell a home, friend or relative, somebody really close to you? I have 7 points I wrote down that I want to share with you that will help you. Let's shine some light on why these things happen, because it happens to everybody. It happens to even the biggest rock stars. It just happens. And more importantly, these 7 things will help you avoid calamities in the future. Both the emotional roller coaster that we all feel. I mean, it stinks. You can be all macho like I am. You can be all cool like play and no big deal. It is a big deal. It is bothersome. It is a betrayal. It's like you see your girlfriend kiss another boy, right? It hurts. Not to mention there are thousands of dollars on the line that poof, are gone. So I'll give you 7 things. I'm going to show you some of the comments that came in, a whole bunch of them. Great discussion we had here on Rockstars. Here's the first one from William. Your friends don't owe you the business. Keep it separate in your mind. If you weren't a realtor, would you be happy that they are happy with how things went? If so, be happy for them now. They are not your friend, nor not your ATM. I like that. Not your ATM. So let's start. Number 1, in the comment, you saw it. Becky says, she has the nerve to tell me that I didn't really know her neighborhood. That's an important comment, and there's a lot embedded in that statement, in that post. It is not about reality. Becky can be you're probably the biggest rock star, great agent with a big heart. Many of you are. You come to our group here, you watch this on YouTube, you're my friends, you've been my students. That shows the level of commitment you have. You really want to do well. You want to do right by your clients. Yes, you want to make money, of course, that's your business, but beyond that, you want to do really well. You have the desire. Very often you have the skill, you know the neighborhood, you know to have to go home sold. It is not about reality, it is about perception of reality. And that's a key word here. It is not about who you are, but how you're perceived to be. And this goes for everybody, not just your best friends, not just your sphere, your neighbors. It goes for all the prospects you encounter, all the people who come to your open house, all the listing presentations you do, everything. And it comes down to how you create first impression and how you communicate. It is about the perception of you. You may be the nicest, most confident, most knowledgeable rock star. If you're perceived too salesy, too aggressive, too manipulative, you're going to lose business. If all you do is recite scripts with good intentions, but scripts nevertheless, you're going to lose business. Or if you're too needy, low status, you're perceived as weak. Weakness is a death sentence because it's a signal of incompetence. Nobody wants to do business with somebody who's incompetent. You may not be that, but you're perceived that way. So guys, every single one of you, really pause for a moment and ask yourself, look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, how am I perceived? Am I really perceived the way I feel? Confident. Now, what if you're not confident? What if you don't have all the skills? Gotta brush up, gotta catch up. That's the cool thing. You can come to a training like this, you can watch videos, you can read books. There are all kinds of resources to help you in any area, whether it's communication, confidence, marketing, real estate. There are other agents. We have our community here. I mean, there were a lot of great supportive comments, great feedback that can help you grow and improve. Your perception is the key here. Is that helpful? So that's number 1. Number 2, referrals can be a phenomenal source of business. And you should every single one of you, big chunk of your business should be a result of referrals. But it stands on 4 pillars. There are 4 things every single one of your sphere, that includes your past clients, your friends, your relatives, your coworkers from past job, your spouse's friends, everybody is either a potential client or know somebody who can be. They need to know 4 things. These are the 4 pillars. One of them is missing, it's going to collapse, it's not going to hold. Pillar number 1, who you are, obviously. They must know who you are. So I have a question for you. If I were to stroll down your street and knock on a door 2 or 3 homes down the street, would your neighbors know who you are? Would they know that you're in real estate? Think about it. You should know your neighborhood. You should totally dominate your neighborhood. That should be your farm. But would they know who you are? So that's the 1. 2, They should know what you do. I help home sellers in Northern Virginia sell for the most money possible in a short amount of time. They need to know that. They need to know specifically. I help first-time home buyers negotiate, find the best property, find their dream home, and negotiate the best price for them. They need to know who you are, what you do. Number 3, how to get in touch with you. So if the boss mentions, I'm thinking about my wife and I are thinking about selling the big house and getting something smaller. Boom, I know Becky. Becky is awesome. She lives on my street. She's a great agent. Here's how you get in touch with her. Here's her email. Here's her phone number. Here's her cell. Text her. That's number 3. Who you are, what you do, how to get in touch with you. Here's number 4. This is the key. This is what holds it all together. Why they can trust you. Why they know. Why they're certain that you can be trusted. If one of these 4 is missing, your referral system is off. Your business is collapsing in this area. And it's a shame because many people, it is the number 1 source of business. It's been forever since we've sold caves in Ice Age. It is the number 1 source of business. Almost half of listings on the market are a result of referrals. It is the number 1 category. It's been like this for years. So you should get some of that, but they need to know who you are, what you do, how to get in touch with you, and why they can trust you. Is that helpful? So that's point number 2. Point number 3, remember this. I've been doing this for 20-some years, and I have the privilege to have trained and interacted and worked with some true rock stars, true in truest sense of the word, people who not only make a lot of money, but either run a very successful operation or achieved great success in the volume, and who are also good people. And I have the good privilege, I don't know, maybe it rubs off because I am, but I attract really cool people. I have not the biggest crowd, but the coolest crowd. There are trainers who have a bigger crowd than me, but nobody has cool people like you. And I'm not just schmoozing, not a little bit, but even the biggest rock stars who make way over $1 million a year will not get them all. You will never get them all. You will not get them all. You will not get all the referrals. You will not get all the listings. You will not get all the business. It is foolish to expect that it's going to be a 100% game. It never is. Some will always get away. Some of you come to my training, watch my videos, and then you run off and go coach with somebody else. I can't get them all. But I don't cry over it. I don't wake up in the middle of the night going, Hannah, darling, help me. Another agent went to Tom Ferry. I can't sleep. You're not going to get them all. So don't get stuck thinking perfection is out there. It's not. It's progress. It's evaluating. Do I have my 4 things in place? If my sphere were to be surveyed right now by Borino, if I got on the phone for a little while and talked to some of your people, would they know who you are, what you do, how to get in touch with you, and that they can trust you? And it's a yes or no. It's very binary. There's no gray area. Make sense? Is that helpful? Let me show you one more comment I really like. This is from Nazar. One of my really good friends sells insurance. I don't use him because I get a better deal with the company I currently use. He knows then and sells me and tells me to stay with them. Although it stings as first. Go sell enough homes that you never need to sell a friend's house again to feed your family. That's the best type of revenge in my book. Totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. Go get some more, help some more people. At the end, Becky, your friend went with someone who she perceived as a better choice. Now, without a background, it's hard to determine what made her do that. But it sounds like, based on the comment, she perceived the other agent as a bigger expert. It might have not been, it probably wasn't. But remember what we started with, the perception is what counts here the most. She went, from her perspective, with a better choice. There was somebody else out there who fulfilled her perception, her imaginary perception that she had, who her ideal agent was, and it wasn't you. When was the last time you had a conversation with your sphere? Honest, open conversation. Now this, Becky is doing well. Based on what she's describing there is ongoing conversation. There was even a CMA. So clearly there was a discussion about the move. What Becky lacked is find out exactly what is the core driving emotion driving this prospect, what are her worries, what are her fears, and addressing those. What I suspect, again, if I had a video camera on that conversation, I could probably pin down moments when she was losing trust, when she was losing credibility, where the 3 C's were not in place: compassion, competence, and confidence. One of the 3 was missing. That's always the case when you lose that. Now, they will explain it logically in many ways, but at the end, it comes down to emotion. Lack of connection, confidence, competence. That's it. You reestablish that or establish that through conversations. Social media is fantastic. I love it. I mean, you're watching this on social media right now. I'm a big fan of it. You know that. I'm on every day. I love it. Love connecting with you. I love knowing what's going on in the industry, what's going on in your life, what's going on in the business, what's happening with my family in Europe, all that. But it will not replace a good old face-to-face conversation, or in these days, the mask shit, or at least the phone, Zoom. It is the two-way communication that is essential. Maintain those conversations, especially now more than ever. It's so important to have them.